नित्यानन्देश्वरसमारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Shri Mahants, Tanidar Kotaris, for the living Sadashivoham process. The manifest and unmanifest components of Sadashiva is part of you. The manifest is Satyojatam, Tatpurusham, Ahoram, Vamadevam, Ishanam. If I put it in your user-friendly language, I should tell you, I am not translating, I am putting it in user-friendly language, means roughly equating it. Tatpurusha, Ahora, Vamadeva, Satyojata, Ishana. These are the 5 manifest aspects of Sadashiva. If I have to put it in user-friendly language, I should say creation, maintenance, destruction, delusion, and liberation. Listen. You go through all the 5. When you are in the mode of creation, if you add integrity, you will manifest Sadashiva's creation. Listen. When you are in the mode of creation, add integrity to you, you will manifest Sadashiva. Let me repeat. When you are in the creation mode, add integrity to it. You may ask, what is creation mode? When you feel like doing something active. It can be your office work. It can be manifesting wealth. It can be doing something for name and fame, including career activities, or it can be physically creating something, art, painting, drawing, even sexual desires, activities. All these belong to creation. When you are in the creation mode, bring integrity to you, you will manifest Sadashiva. Your creativity plus integrity is Sadashiva's creation energy. Satyojata. Only from Satya anything can be born. Jata means born. Satyojata means born out of integrity. Anything which is born out of integrity only will stand forever. So the creation phase of Sadashiva is Satyojata. In all your creativity, it can be as simple as cooking to as complicated as manifesting wealth. It can be as lower as you think. Sexual desires, or can be higher as creating your enlightenment. Any creation, including manifesting powers. Any creation, including manifesting powers. Add integrity to it. Out of Satya, anything born, Satyo Jata, anything born out of integrity will stay forever and do good to you. You all have that creation mode in you, that is Aham. When you add integrity to it, you become Sada Shivoham in your creativity. Understand? Add integrity to all your creation. Maintenance, sustenance. Bring authenticity to your sustenance. Listen. Anything which loses authenticity starts collapsing, and it needs to collapse. The earlier it collapses, good for the humanity. Understand? Anything which loses its authenticity, it is time for it to vacate the planet Earth, the existence. Anything which retains its authenticity continues to exist forever. Anything, if you want it to be alive, just retain its authenticity. Everything else will be taken care. When I was attacked, the only thing I decided, I will keep the authenticity of me and my Sangha. That's it. It cannot be destroyed. Authenticity. In all your sustenance, bring authenticity. In all your sustenance, bring authenticity. Whenever you are in a destructive mood, bring responsibility. Understand? If you feel responsible and destroy, it will always be the things needed to be destroyed. You will never destroy what should not be destroyed. You will always destroy what need to be destroyed immediately. With responsibility, destruction will be equivalent to rejuvenation, not just destruction. Irresponsibility leads to tantrum throwing, rioting destruction. It may look like Kalabhairava and Kali run riot on the cosmos, but they know precisely where to put the leg and where to put the hand, where to put the sword. It is too precise. The precision is not even one cell this side or that side. It is more precise than any laser surgery. Understand? Kalabhairava's Trishul may be as huge as Merudanda, the Meru hill, but it is as precise as non-invasive surgery laser. How the non-invasive laser surgeries performed on your heart are precise. Kalabhairava's Trishul is that precise because it feels responsible. Understand? Whenever you are in the destruction mood, anger, violence, frustration, not depression. Depression is delusion. Frustration is destruction. Listen, anger, frustration and destructive mood. These three. Whenever you are in this three mood, bring responsibility to you. Look in, are you behaving responsibly? Are you behaving responsibly? Whenever you are in the mood of delusion, confusion, depression, understand, depression, delusion, confusion means much of your part is rotten. For example, if 20% of a vegetable or a fruit is rotten, you can cut that portion, remove it, consume the remaining part. If 99% of it is rotten, you won't be able to get that 1% out. The whole thing need to be discarded. Listen carefully. Depression, delusion means 99% of your part has become rotten. Now, the only way to get rid of it is start living for others, enriching. You are already rotten. If you build your mind, your life on you, it will be stinking. Forget about you. Start living for others. Enriching is the only solution. Listen. These 5 aspects of Sadashiva, actually in reality 6. The ultimate, the 6th is unmanifest. Let me explain these 5. Creation, sustenance, destruction, delusion, liberation. Whenever you are in a destructive mood, feel responsibility. Bring responsibility into it. Whenever you are in delusion, you are confused, you don't know what to do, what kind of decision you should make, what will be the right at this moment for my life. Whenever you are in that delusion, Throbhava, just throw yourself away and decide your life is for others. Say, confusion means whatever I know as me is rotten. Once it is rotten, whether it is Kashmir apple or California orange, it is useless. Once it is rotten, you can't say, oh, Kashmir apple, California orange. Like Shankara says, nahi nahi rakshadi to krunj karane. When death arrives, to krunj karana, your logical understanding of the language does not protect you. You can't use a straw to float in the ocean. If you think you can, you are a fool. Nahi nahi rakshadi to krunj karane. When you are in the mood of delusion, listen. When you are in the mood of the delusion, decide life is for others. Make all the decisions based on enriching. Life is for others. Change the place you are living. Change the people with whom you are living. Change the profession you are in. If you don't, you will be stuck and wasting the life forever. I tell you, death is much, much better, 10,000 times better than being stuck in delusion. In death, at least you move. Go ahead. You move further. Nothing gets lost in death, I tell you. Nothing gets lost. Life will go on running. Neither world misses you nor you will miss the world. I tell you. Many people think, oh, if I die, everybody will miss me. ஊரெல்லாம் கூடி ஒலிக்க அழுதிட்டு பேரினை நீக்கி பிணம் என்று பெயரிட்டு சூரையங்காட்டிடை கொண்டு போய் சுட்டிட்டு நீரினில் முழுகி நினைப்பொழிந்தனரே. The whole city will gather and cry loud as possible. Nowadays with loudspeaker. ஊரெல்லாம் கூடி ஒலிக்க அழுதிட்டு பேரினை நீக்கி பிணம் என்று பெயரிட்டு. You may be Padmasri, Padma Vibhushan. பேரினை நீக்கி பிணம் என்று பெயரிட்டு. Dead body. When are they going to lift the body? சூரையங்காட்டிடை கொண்டு போய் சுட்டிட்டு. The land which is separately allotted for that, you might have been owner of 10,000 acres or the whole kingdom. சூரையங்காட்டிடை கொண்டு போய் சுட்டிட்டு. They'll take the body to a corner allotted for that. நீரினில் முழுகி நினைப்பொழிந்தனரே. Last statement. They will take bath in the water. The last statement is too hurting but true. They will forget you once for all. நீரினில் முழுகி நினைப்பொழிந்தனரே. Listen. They will take bath in the water body and forget. It is not even forgetting, deleting. நினைப்பு ஒழிந்தனரே. It is just delete, over, control D, control delete. You may think everyone will miss you. No. Everything will be going maybe much better. And you may feel you will be missing the world, which is not reality, actually. If you are a Hindu, you have eternal time. You are given again and again birth. I tell you, be Hindu to be rich spiritually and energy-wise. Son, this understanding, this cognition is important. Listen carefully. One of the fool, sad fellow was talking, saying, oh, whatever you believe, after death it is all going to be same and all of you will have the next birth. No. Listen. If you don't cognize that next birth is a possibility while you are in the body, even if the next birth door opens, you will be afraid to jump in because it will be overwhelming. You never walk into the door about which you are not briefly introduced or you have not cognized. It will be so overwhelming. You will not get into any door. You will just lock your closet and be inside. That is why the religions and traditions which does not give you the cognition of multiple births insist on retaining the shell. At least inside the shell you will have a place. Hindus don't. They never tell you to retain the shell. They tell you burn it as quickly as possible. Get rid of it. Move ahead. In destruction, neither world is going to miss you, nor you are going to miss the world. So in destruction, don't bring fear to handle it. Bring responsibility to handle it. Whether you are in the destructive mood or destruction is coming towards you, whether you start the fight or somebody started the war over you, listen. Whether you started the war or somebody else started the war on you, bring responsibility during the moments of destruction. You will see right things will be protected, wrong things will be destroyed. The whole destruction will happen properly. The moment you bring responsibility to your destructive mood, your tantrum throwing mood, your rioting mood, you become Ahora. Sadashiva's destruction phase. You are no more Aham destroying, you are Sadashivoham destroying. When you bring integrity to your creation, you are no more Aham creating, you are Sadashivoham creating, Satyo Jatam. Bring creation, bring integrity into your creation, bring authenticity into your sustenance energy. All of you have all these energies. Every day you use this energy. When you are cooking, you are manifesting creation energy. When you are eating, you are manifesting sustenance energy. When you are distracting, digesting, you are manifesting the destruction energy. When you are digesting, you are manifesting the destruction energy. And if something is undigested, your stomach is sick, you have a problem, you are in a delusion energy. If the energy, digested energy is absorbed and you manifest it as powers, you are in a liberation mode. Every day you manifest all these 5 powers, all these 5 aspects of Sadashiva. In your creation, bring integrity. In your sustenance, bring authenticity. In your destruction, bring responsibility. When you are in delusion, decide to throw all your ideas, decide to throw yourself away and get into enriching. Decide, my life is for others. Delusion means, depression means 99% of you is already rotten. You can't do anything with that rotten, whether it is Kashmir apple or California orange. Or Switzerland saffron. Nothing can be done with rotten fruit or vegetable. So delusion, confusion, depression means your whole being is rotten. Now don't build your future on that being. Just discard it. Decide, my life is for others. Start building. Out of rotten fruit, a new tree can happen. That rotten fruit itself will not be useful. A rotten mango will not be useful. Dump it. It will become tree and lot of new mangoes will happen. When you are confused, deluded, depressed, dump yourself into enriching, new being will happen in you. When you are in the mood of liberating, love, liberation means love, care, compassion. Sometimes by mistake it happens. Now, every day you go through this mood of liberation. Love, compassion, bliss. Whenever you go through that, bring casting to your life. Casting means making every being experience Shaktini Pada with Sadashiva is casting. That is the biggest liberation you can give for human beings. Make people experience Shaktini Pada with Sadashiva. Understand? The sixth dimension of Sadashiva is unmanifest. You also have the unmanifest power, means the powers of Sadashiva. To manifest Sadashiva's creativity, bring integrity. To manifest Sadashiva's sustenance energy, bring authenticity. To manifest Sadashiva's destruction energy, bring responsibility. To manifest Sadashiva's delusion energy and handle it, bring enriching in your life. To manifest Sadashiva's liberation energy, liberating energy, bring casting in your life. Then what will make you manifest? The unmanifest avyakta of Sadashiva, that is Shaktini Pada. As much as possible be in Shaktini Pada with Sadashiva. The Guru, who is embodiment of Sadashiva, be in Shaktini Pada with him. Be in Shaktini Pada with him. I tell you, being part of the Sangha is nothing but constantly being in Shaktini Pada with Guru Sadashiva himself. Sometimes I have seen people asking, what is the difference between working here, working outside? The moment you have this question, be very clear, you are full of the worst order. Not even recoverable. Irrecoverable. Stupid of the satanic order. Fool of the worst order. Does not understand the basics of life. Working here is not work. It is Shaktini Pada. Every moment. It is Shaktini Pada. Manifesting powers. Even if you pick up a stone from the ground to clean the area, it is Shaktini Pada for manifesting powers, because Swamiji wanted, my Guru wanted me to remove this. She asked me about my orthodox lifestyle. I have a very orthodox personal lifestyle. Means once I get up from the bed, morning, I will not touch anything I am going to wear after taking bath. Even by mistake, if my body touches some clothes which I am going to wear after the bath, I will not wear that. It has to be washed again. It's all very... If you see from outside, it will almost look like I am a washing mania. She asked me, what is the reason to follow this lifestyle, Swamiji? And I will have a neem stick to brush my teeth. Sometimes if the stick is little hard or become old, dried, even if I am not able to put the stick into the mouth completely, even at those moments, I will put that stick on a brush and only with that brush I will brush the teeth. She asked me, what is the reason to follow this orthodoxy to this extent? I only said one word, listen carefully. In Agama, Sadashiva has given 100 instructions. The moment 10-20 instructions have become my experience, my anubhuti, my reality, my life, my experience, my whatever reality, that's it. Now I am not going to waste my life waiting to get convinced about the remaining 80 instructions. I am going to fall head over the heels and start practicing all the 100. Fools are those who think, oh, I know, I have experienced the moment I put Rudraksha in my ears, my listening has gone up, my energy is gone up, my third eye is active, alive. But about putting the Rudraksha in the hip and end of the hair, I will wait and see whether it can become my experience. Then after that I will wear. It will take, by that time you experience and put the Rudraksha everywhere, you need to go to burial ground. 100 years will be over. Fools are those who wait for every instruction in Agama to become their experience and then they will start following. Then by that time, you come to your leg to put the Rudraksha at the feet, leg, your ankles, you may not even have the leg. You may be walking with somebody else's leg. Listen carefully. The moment 10-20 instructions of Sadashiva has become my reality, I am not a fool to wait and reinvent the whole thing and wasting my life for reinventing. Understand? One Indian young man and young woman, one French young man and young woman, a Russian young man and young woman, an American young man and young woman, all of them get stranded in an island because the boat collapsed. After 5 years, American young man and woman not only got married, had children, had extramarital affairs, had one divorce and again remarried. The Russian man and woman again had marriage, had kids, had extramarital affair and divorce, remarriage, everything. The French young man and woman did not get married, lived together, had kids. The Indian young man and woman They were feeling so shy. They were waiting for somebody to introduce each other. That is what you are doing if you are not going to practice all the remaining 80 instructions of the Agama. You will be wasting your youth. You will be wasting your life. The moment 20 instructions have become reality, experience, the moment you know the 20 is reality, real, fall head over heels and practice the whole thing. Don't waste your time in waiting for the remaining every instruction to become your experience or reality. You neither have that strong logic, nor have that strong body, nor have that long life. Fools are those who wait for every instruction to become their reality. The moment the power manifestation and enlightenment has become my reality, I am not going to question, analyze the other instructions of Sadashiva about how to brush teeth, or how to apply vibhuti, or how to take bath. I am going to fall head over heels and practice everything he says, because every time when I pick up the neem stick and brush my teeth, just the memory that I am brushing as per his instruction makes me sweeter than the bitterness of the neem tree. That is Shakti Nipada. Kailasa, under the huge Kalpa Vriksha, making Devi sit on his lap, holding her hip with all the love and care. The way he taught her to brush the teeth and take bath, I am exactly doing that. That is all I need to make my day. That is all I need to make the neem stick sweet. That is all I need to make my life. That is Shakti Nipada. Understand? Unmanifest powers in you manifest when you follow the instructions of the Guru without even waiting for logically to get convinced. Let those great fools wait to get logically convinced. It is middle class mentality. Waiting to get logically convinced about each instruction. Don't be a middle class. Be elite. Middle class people have to create, never inherit. If you wait for every instruction to be logically understood and start practicing, you can only be generating by begging pennies. You can never become billionaire. Billionaires inherit, not beg and create. There are only two types of people: waiting for themselves to get convinced and start moving. That's what I call middle class mentality. Go ahead, do it. Live as middle class and die as middle class. Who cares? Even economically, living and dying as a middle class is not wrong. But spiritually and consciously, living and dying as a middle class is the worst thing. Elite means he knows my parents had right lifestyle. So I will inherit their whole knowledge. I will not be waiting for me to get beaten up every time. I know my parents know the best practices. I know Sadashiva knows the best practices. And he has given it as Agama. Then why will I waste my life in a stupid way? Oh no, it's okay. Now I'll first try Colgate, Pepsodent, Dandanaka, Dindidimi. And then finally, when I don't have any teeth left, and somebody will come and ask, is there a salt in your toothpaste? And I am not going to wait for those stupid. When Colgate came to India, they made fun of we using salt and charcoal powder for brushing. And now these fellows are asking us, is there a salt in your toothpaste? Charcoal cleansing and the neem-based toothpaste. Bloody fellows, 100 years before, that is what we were doing. I am not interested in going through this consumeristic advertisement exploiting multinational corporate companies' victim lifestyle. All the middle class is victims of MNCs. Victims of MNCs. And I am not interested in sitting and waiting for my logic to get convinced to follow the Agama of Sadashiva. I know already all this is reality. Come on. Fall head over the hills and start practicing Agama. I told the devotee who asked me this question, Nityananda Yogam participant, see, the moment 20 instructions have become my reality, I am not going to wait for the remaining 80 to be logically analyzed and then start practicing. No, he supports. He wanted this orthodox, hygienic lifestyle, so I am going to live. That's all. No other reason is required. No other reason is required. He wants me to do this. Over. When you know, logically, you don't wait to get convinced and start moving just because he wants you to do. You are my inheritor. You are elite. You are no more middle class. Understand, people who get healing from me, completion technique from me, are all middle class. Only people inherit my powers are elite. Receiving instruction means middle class. You are a fool. You are cheating yourself. If you have come and just got some healing, some boon, some wealth blessing, business blessing, butt pain, headache, knee pain, if you received only boons and teachings and completion, and you are practicing on your own, you are middle class. means you are waiting. You do only the instructions about which you are convinced. If you just start living without waiting for you to get convinced, all the instruction, then happens Shakti Nipada. Then you don't need to be a middle class, rotting, making. Before even you make 80% is sucked, spent. You don't need to die in that lifestyle. You are inheritor. See my Balasans, they don't wait to get convinced about my instruction. That is why they inherit what I have. Convinced about every instruction, you are a devotee, outsider. If you just jump head over the heels and start living, before even I complete the instruction, you are an insider, disciple, inheritor. You have a right to feel Brahmanyam Bahuputratam. Whatever Arunagiri Yogeshwara had, I never felt he need to initiate me, he need to give me that. I just know if he has, it is mine. Just like how my Balasans feel. If Swamiji asks, it is mine. They don't feel, I need to initiate them, I need to give it to them. If he is there, if he is having it, it is mine. Actually, Brahma was asking, at least in that body, I have to be afraid of only one Subramanya. Here are so many Subramanyas, what can I do? I have to be afraid of so many Subramanyas. Whenever you follow the instructions about which you are convinced, you manifest only that result. If you do completion practice, you will have peace. If you practice integrity, you will have Vak Shakti. If you practice authenticity, you will have Mano Shakti. When you start living without bothering about waiting to convince your logic, by falling head over the heels and surrender, you manifest all the unmanifest. Avyakta, the sixth phase of Sadashiva manifests in you. Understand, this hill which you are seeing here, this place is for manifesting all the Avyakta. That is why all the 5 phases of Arunachala merges into this sixth phase. Only the 6th phase will be seen from here. Our Arunachala, Tiruvannamalai Adinam is unique. Go around the hill, nowhere you will see all the 5 phases of Sadashiva merged into this 6th phase, Avyakta. Everywhere you will see one phase of Sadashiva, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. This is the only 3-acre plot. Go this side, you will see one phase. Go that side, you will see another one phase. This is the only 3-acre plot where all the 5 phases merge into this one phase of Avyakta. Because this land is the space where Avyakta becomes Vyakta, unmanifest, start manifesting. This campus is going to be specially for manifesting all the powers which are unmanifest in Sadashiva. The unmanifest components of Sadashiva will be manifested in every one of us. Understand? For the unmanifest to manifest in you, all you need is Shakti Nipada. Shakti Nipada means start living the instructions and initiations without waiting for your logic to get convinced is Shakti Nipada. The joy you experience when you live just because he said, that's it. That joy is called Shakti Nipada. Understand? When I live my orthodox lifestyle, I just know I am doing it because he said it. And that joy is Shakti Nipada. That keeps me whole day and night, my whole life in Shakti Nipada with Sadashiva. With that Shakti Nipada, whether you pick up a stone or clean the floor or cook and feed the devotees or do wiring or do book publishing or stand there and give flyers to people, everything is Shakti Nipada. Understand? Life in the Sangha is Shakti Nipada. काम नहीं है, कामिक आगम है. वर्क इन द संगा काम नहीं है, कामिका हम है. Bring integrity to your creation, authenticity to your sustenance, responsibility to your destruction, enriching to your delusion, causing to your liberation, and Shakti Nipada to your whole being and life. You will manifest Sadashiva's creation phase, sustenance phase, destruction phase, delusion phase, liberation phase, and the unmanifest Avyakta phase, and you will live Sadashivoham. Live Sadashivoham by bringing all these six in your life. Bring all these six in your life, add more and more. You will be adding more and more of Sadashivoham in you. More and more of Sadashivoham in you. Let Avyakta become Vyakta. Unmanifest become manifest. It is direct message from Sadashiva, from the space of Sadashiva, from the place of Sadashiva, to every one of you who are literally Sadashivas. I bless you all. Let's all live, radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhadvaita Saivam, Sadashivoham, the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.